Hi there, I'm Jason Buck, and I am doing a Palos Verdes real estate market update for the week of June 5th to today, June 12th. Got a little bit of the June gloom happening out here, but at least it got clear. I can see out along the horizon. It was pretty foggy this morning. Not so bad now, and actually not that hot. The other side of the hill, it's like 80 degrees. This is probably lower 70s. So when you buy the coast, sometimes you get this. But if you want the sunshine and the heat, just the other side of the hill, it's hot. And you know, that's part of the lifestyle here and part of learning what area fits your lifestyle best. Do you like to be a little bit cooler? Do you like the direct sunlight? I don't really like it when it's super foggy because it's kind of cold and it's kind of gloomy. But usually I can find a place on the hill to get away from it, and it's not always like this. It's the water is not cold and it's really hot out there, and it's basically evaporization right here along the coast. Let's dig in. Okay, total of 61 listings and still another huge month or week, excuse me, for actives. So last week we were at 67 actives. This week we have 41 with 15 price reductions and a few of homes that were like relisted with the reduction. So 41 new actives, 15 reductions, homes that I liked. Man, there is a beautiful home on Chelsea listed at 4.2. It just came out. 1405 Chelsea. It is gorgeous. Good area towards the end by Bluff Cove with the city view and everything. That's a good one to look at. On the other side of the hill, the Marilest side, 3226 Corina. That's at 2.4. That's something to kind of watch because it's got a really good view. And a home right here in this neighborhood, this is area 170 or Point Vicini, 30715 Rue de la Pierre, came out at like 2.1 some, or just under 2.2. That's not a bad house. Needs some work and some cosmetic stuff, but it's nice. Okay, those are those. In escrow, we have 12 homes, of which I was surprised, well, not surprised, but I liked it a lot. High tide, big view on the Marilest side. Well done home, and it's in my videos. 3226 Corina, also at 2.4. That's 2487 square feet. Not a bad house. And also going into escrow, 39 Ranch View. That was pretty interesting. That's a $2.6 million home, and it went in 5 days. Remember, if you do last week, we were talking about how long it's been taking for some homes to sell. Average days on market for sales is well over 30, 60, closer. But we're still seeing some homes sell quickly. Also in escrow, 2305 Via Rivera, that was 1.95. That only took 9 days. Fawn Skin in that 1.7, that's top of the hill, 6 days. So there are some people that are definitely ready to go. And if you price it right, it'll sell. That's kind of the motto. And there's people waiting. Interest rates aren't really scaring them. There's people looking. Open houses are busy. But the buyers are picky. They know what they want. They are waiting to get to it. And so, you know, when you're looking, you got to be ready. You got to be, you got to know what you want and be ready to drop the ball. Or, have your ducks in a row. Talk to a lender. If you need a lender, please give me a call. I'd be happy to refer you to several lenders. If you work with a special bank, that's great. But I typically like to go to a mortgage broker, someone who will build my profile since I'm a sole proprietor or a self-employed kind of contract, and then they can build a portfolio for me that they'll then use maybe with a big bank. I got a loan from US Bank, but I used a mortgage broker to get to it. So that's another option for you. Let's see. Oh, Conqueror, that went into escrow. That was at 1.5. That was a pretty good deal. I have a feeling that they were hurt by the landslide because it's not in it. I don't think there's any movement, but I feel like just people are really skeptical about being anywhere near that. So that was probably a pretty good one. Out of the homes that sold, we have 30205 Via Barica, and that went for 1.94. So good job there. 2105 Via Visalia sold for 3.87. That took a while, 171 days. So Barica sold in 47 days. And then 19 Gachos sold off market. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. 19 Gacho which is on the east side, sold off market for 1.29. So that is also happening sometimes. We do hear about pocket listings. Sometimes we hear through our own office, and they may want to sell for whatever reason off market and not go to market. Personally, I feel like if you had a buyer, it's best to always go to the market to let the market set the price. But it could go both ways. If they're super excited about it and they're willing to give you a number and you want to take it, sell it. If you want to see where the market is trading, go to market, but know that people are a little picky and they're a little hesitant. So unless you price it really low, you may not get all those offers. Sometimes those people come in with an offer with the expectation that they're going to then ramp up a bunch of repairs and ask for a reduction. I don't approve of that, especially on the seller side, because you have to transfer all those documents to the next buyer. So pre-inspection, do it. Yeah. Get your home inspected prior to going to market and share all those documents with the buyer so that they can then assess, oh, do I want to do my own? Sure, go ahead and do it. But we did it for you, so at least you know. It kind of takes away their ammunition to try and say, well, we didn't know about this, or vice versa. So I think that's a good idea. And with some of this geological stuff happening in the area, you may want to consider having some expert come and give you an analysis so that it takes the guessing away. What is the problem? How much does it cost to fix it? And permits. Get your permits. Because right now, that anything that's against the property is like a huge red flag and probably going to cost you double than what it's really worth. Getting the permits done takes that question out of it. And otherwise, the buyer's sitting there going, how much is that going to cost? And what's the penalty? Well, it's 3 times for just the permit alone. But if there's a correction that needs to be made, boy, oh boy, it's a can of worms. So in my opinion, eliminating the risk, eliminating the way for someone to find a way to, negotiate against you is smart. And therefore, I have plenty of contacts on both sides of the equation to help you, get to your goals. And as I say, I love selling the lifestyle of dreams. So if you want to talk about real estate or what's happening in the market, just give me a call and we'll go for it. We'll see you soon. Make it a great day.